Hi, this is Jack, a certified technician with Nelson Automotive, and today I'm going to be talking about what we do as part of the 30,000 mile comprehensive maintenance package. Okay, so to begin talking about our comprehensive maintenance package we offer at the 30,000 mile interval, we first need to talk about our minimum maintenance package that we would also do at 30,000 miles. So the way our maintenance structure is set out is that at every relevant mileage interval, we have a minimum option and a comprehensive option. The minimum option will satisfy the requirements to maintain your manufacturer warranty. However, if you are somebody who would like to take exceptionally good care of your vehicle, maximize its longevity, and minimize its downtime that it spends here in the shop, we offer a comprehensive package. So to start, I'm just going to talk about the minimum package that we would do at the 30,000 mile interval, and then I will, after that, talk about what we would do additionally when we do the comprehensive package. Okay, so starting off with the minimum package here, at the 30,000 mile interval, there are quite a few additional things we do that would be more than your typical 5,000 mile interval visit. So first off, oil filter change with the tire rotation. That's pretty standard. Most of the times your vehicle's in here, that's exactly what we're doing. On top of the tire rotation, while we have those off, we're going to check the balance of all four tires. You've spent 30,000 miles traveling down the road, hitting all sorts of bumps. So the balance of your tire could be changed over that 30,000 miles, or you could have even lost a weight, and you might not feel that imbalance in the tire, but it could be affecting the longevity of the tire. Replace engine air filter, replace cabin filter. Again, this is the minimum package, so we're doing it at 30,000 miles because that's when the manufacturer requires us to replace those items. But two key points there is, a lot of times we are replacing those items sooner because they are dirty sooner. So that's part of our normal MPI process every time your vehicle's here, is we'll take a look at those and make sure they're clean. But also, particularly important with the engine and cabin filter is, even though, let's say it's been 30,000 miles and you have not replaced them because they are not visibly dirty, well, in the case of the engine air filter, it may not be visibly dirty, but there could be a large amount of very small particles clogging that filter that could be restricting airflow to the engine that you might not see. And same thing with the cabin filter. You might not visibly be able to tell it's dirty or smell that it's dirty, but it's been 30,000 miles and there can be a large buildup of bacteria or other things that you don't want you or your family to be breathing. So we're going to replace that at 30,000 miles. Replace your front and rear wipers and make sure they're working. Again, you may have replaced those sooner depending on their condition, but 30,000 miles, let's just get those taken care of. And then inspect the battery, inspect tire condition, check tire pressures, inspect the brakes, inspect all your fluids, inspect the suspension, and do all of those things we inspect as part of our MPI process. Of course, if you want to see what we do as part of the MPI process, we do have a video showing you what we all do as part of that. Okay, so now that you understand what we do as part of the minimum package at 30,000 miles, now I'm going to tell you what we do as part of the comprehensive package, which again is the package we offer if you want to take exceptionally good care of your vehicle. So everything we just did on that minimum package is covered as part of the comprehensive package. But then on top of that, when we do the oil and filter change, we're going to add an engine oil additive, and then we're going to do a fuel system service, and finally we're going to do a cooling system service. Okay, so I do have a few more key points I want to touch on talking about our comprehensive maintenance package. So what I just told you about was our 30,000 mile interval. However, we have several intervals that are structured in a rotation. So the maintenance items we offer give you additional coverage towards major powertrain components if you complete the maintenance items as we have structured. So if you have specific questions about how that works, you can talk to your service advisor. But the basic idea is you do these maintenance items as we have structured, and you will get some coverage towards major powertrain components regardless of the age or the miles of the vehicle. So that's the key point, is we have it pre-bundled and pre-planned so you can satisfy the requirements to get that additional coverage. Secondly is we have it bundled as a way of adding value by sort of putting them together as a combo deal. So you can imagine, instead of every time you come, oh, at this interval we have to tack this on, and at this interval we have to tack this on, and you're itemizing those expenses and unnecessarily. Instead, we can have it pre-bundled sort of as a combo deal, which makes it cheaper and thus increases the value of the plan because you're getting all those things at a bundled discount. And then finally, the value we're offering in this is, since it's a plan, you can plan for it. So you get your vehicle and it has 5,000 miles on it. Well, if you want to take exceptionally good care of your vehicle and you want to follow this comprehensive maintenance package and maintenance plan, you can begin expecting these expenditures coming up, knowing, okay, it's going to be this much, and at 30,000 I'm going to have to do these items, and at 50,000 I'm going to have to do these items, and so on. All right, so that's all I have to talk to you about today. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us, and if you want, go ahead and check out our other videos we have explaining in greater detail some of these things I've touched on briefly. But that's all I have for you, so have a wonderful day.